Master the game and join dating and life coach Mr. Locario live in New York City on Saturday, March 25th in Times Square for the Bad Boy Seminar. Mr. Locario has some exclusive, realistic approaches to the dating game that will help you be successful with women. Purchase your tickets at MrLocario.com. Space is extremely limited, so pick up your tickets today at MrLocario.com. That's MrLocario.com. MrLocario.com.
But why this is super exciting is this is a brand new show. This is our second episode.
Oh shit! Can I curse? Is that allowed? I don't know.
Yeah, you do what. This is whatever you want.
Okay.
This is the internet radio. We can say whatever we want.
There's no censorship.
Nice.
I don't think Donald Trump called us fake news yet. So
we are not fake news. He's mentally ill. And we should be praying for our sick president so he doesn't kill us all.
That sounds like a personal problem to you. I don't know. I'm just saying we good on the media front right now.
Right.
It's hard to be in the media game right now.
No, it really is.
Oh, it is.
You don't want to be a failing New York Times.
No.
I got the Facebook Live popping too, so we making it happen up in here.
Shout out to all your fans on Facebook Live.
Shout out to everybody on Facebook.
Hi, Mom. Kids. How are you?
That's who's on your Facebook?
Well, no. Hi,
kids.
regular people. How are you? It's so nice to see you, new people.
Exactly. So we're
right.
making it happen. We're making it happen.
So let's introduce Locario. So our new show, second episode, KY Radio, based off of our initials, first initials.
Yeah, let's not be dirty.
That's what's up.
The new talk of the town is to just really enhance people's life by sharing lifestyle stories. That's it.
Right.
That's really what it is.
Okay, that's what's up.
Depending on who the guest we have, maybe we'll dive deep into the dating game. Maybe we'll talk about some other things. Depending on the guest, like that's how this one is an open forum.
Okay, yeah, we can do it. Let's do it.
We talk about anything. Now, Locario, give a little bit about just who you are, what you do professionally, so the people that are new to you can understand what we're about to really talk about.
You'll understand why this is so exciting.
But anyway, so I'm a dating and life coach. I help people with their dating lives, their love lives, just in general, like motivation to get them going where they need to go. Because a lot of times, people, they're doing stuff that they think they should do instead of doing stuff that they, really want to do. You understand? So that's what I really want to get people to get to the point where they figure out, hey, this is who I am. This is what I want to do. And let's tackle that. Let's make that happen. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's basically what we were talking about last week. Our show was just about resiliency, how we were able to get the show back and popping, how Yael and I didn't quit. We didn't stop. We kept going, and now we have our show.
Right.
And that's in the lines of what you were just saying, like doing what you want to do.
Pretty much.
That, I think, is the biggest issue.
Right.
Is there's many people that are just living a life that's a lie.
Yeah, it's true.
They're
it's
not
true.
being honest. They're not being righteous to who they are as a person.
Exactly.
Full of shit all over the place.
Exactly.
People setting themselves up for failure, breaking their own heart, wondering why. How many wonder whys do you get in a day? Really?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people don't. Some people are just like, for lack of a better word, they're just lost. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's hard for people to go places and do what they want to do when they don't even know what they want to do. You know what I mean? They don't know where they want to go. They don't know what they want, and then
I feel like people don't even take the time to get to know themselves anymore, don't you?
Oh yeah, pretty much. And that's the crazy part about relationships. People get so lost in people. You feel me? They forget who they are. So I'm like, figure out what you want, who you are, what you like to do. And so when there's no one there, you're still enjoying yourself. See, if you're looking for somebody to make you happy, then you're going to be forever looking for other people to fulfill you.
You're going to be looking a long time.
Isn't that like the foundation to attraction is you got to be solid footing in who you are as a person to attract who you need or want. Right. Like if you're unwavered, then that person that you'll attract hopefully is unwavered, and that's how you match. Right. But if you're not secure in who you are and what you're doing and your place in life, then whoever you're going to attract is going to be the same thing. And that's why a lot of these relationships is falling apart is because you just not even right with yourself.
Right.
You're not real with yourself. You're not admitting who you are, what you like, what you like, and what you're like. Are you a picnic to be around? Really? Really?
Some people.
Because you gotta like certain shit if you're coming to this picnic. Seriously, we might not be serving most of the picnic things.
I agree.
I'm a vegetarian.
Vegetarians don't have picnics?
I mean, we would have a picnic, and I would obviously accommodate, but I'm just saying you might not like the grass-fed shit.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
You never know.
Picnics are literally on grass.
I mean, like the grass-fed barbecue. The organic, free-range meat.
I just be trying to make sure.
Right.
I get what you're saying. I understand from I kind of in the middle of a reinvention.
Right.
Trying to go from that tech world that I used to. I used to be this corporate guy, tech. I would attract a certain type of female when I was that person.
Right.
Now I went through a little stage of insecurity as I'm trying to flip into this new industry.
Right.
I wasn't secure of like, am I making the right choice? Blah, 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 blah.
Terrifying.
So I couldn't even step to the women I used to step to the same way because I like just whether I thought I was confident or not, it wasn't even the money. It was just like I wasn't confident in the choices that I was making yet. Right? And now I'm slowly coming out of that. Well, we get more into our into that deeper discussion later. 2017, we're almost a quarter of the way through. Right? It's
less death. That's been great.
Less famous people. Everybody went out while they had healthcare. That doesn't even make sense.
I know.
I don't understand. But 27. What have you seen in the dating game changes so far? In this first quarter, like.
I mean, the whole online thing with the Tinders and the Bumbles and all of that is getting bigger now.
Bigger?
You know what I mean? And I think more people need to know how to use that because, everybody's on that shit now. Everybody's online. Everybody's, we're getting lazier. You know what I'm saying? So it's more so like there's so many people out there using the Tinders and the Bumbles and all that other shit. And so it's easier to get laid now in certain regards if you know how to do it. But the drawback of that is that since it's so easy to get access to people, nobody really cares about keeping shit going. So it's like if you meet someone you're like, whatever, I'll find somebody else.
There's someone better 2 swipes away.
Exactly.
You don't have to put up with shit anymore. And if you're not going to be generous, like ladies, you've got competition nowadays. Like I can't tell you. I can't tell you. If you've got morals and principles, you're going to be alone.
Morals and
principles. My favorite.
All of that.
Morals and principles are overrated.
No, they are not overrated. I'm just saying when you have standards like myself, sometimes the cheese stands alone because you're not going to stand next to any fucking piece of bread that wants to dip their bread in your cheese.
I like that metaphor. I like that.
It's expensive cheese, and we only share it with those with proper bread.
The cheese stands alone.
The cheese stands alone.
But see, everybody has standards, though. You know what I mean? It's just, and that's the part about relationships people don't understand. You gotta find someone who has the same type of standards you got. You know what I mean? So if you want just to hook up, you got to find somebody else that just wants to hook up. If you want to, like a long-term relationship, you got to find someone in that mind state. So it's like, it's not necessarily like a bad thing. This person wants to do that or that. It's like, you got to put in the work to find the person who wants to do the thing you want to do. You know what I mean? And that's the hard part. You know what I mean? But it also is hard because a lot of guys, I would say generally like men are just like, yo, when can I get some buns? You understand what I'm saying? Right. Like as soon as possible, right? Women, on the other hand, since they can get penis whenever they want, generally, it might not be the penis they want, but they can get it.
It's almost never the penis we want. This is the opposite side that these bitches could have 6 girlfriends by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Do you understand? But it's the other side of that horse shit being true. I can get dick wherever I want, but you can have 30 girlfriends in the morning. I'm not going to wake up with sorcery shit for me to wake up with a boyfriend.
But see, that's the dilemma. See, on the front end, it's easier for women to get sex, and on the back end, it's harder for them to get a relationship. On the front end, it's harder for a guy to get sex, but it's easier for a guy to get a relationship. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because once that, he got that girl there, she's feeling him, it's like, whatever. You know what I mean? So we both want this sort of, like men and women generally at the end of the day want the same things, but at different times. And then so that's the conflict that usually arises in dating,
And to go back to just the online thing you mentioned, Tinder. I am personally on both those apps.
Right.
But I suck at it.
You're right.
Like what tip? No, I honestly suck at it. Like I'll get like notifications from Bumble. I remember there was like, you haven't swiped in like 5 days, go swipe. And then then it was like, I just don't use them. It's not like I just don't use. And then it hit me with another notification like, you haven't swiped in 15 days. you're gonna lose your account.
You're gonna lose your account.
So basically, it was like girls nagging me for ignoring them.
That you
and I wasn't. I haven't even met them yet.
Met these bitches, and they're already mad.
And then they gave me an ultimatum. Like, if you don't swipe, we're gonna ghost your account.
Oh wow!
And then I was just like, bitch, all right, I don't care if you ghost my account. So I broke up with Bumble.
You're done with Bumble?
Done with
Keenan
Bumble.
and Bumble had a fight.
See, personally, because Bumble is a thing where women, you can't contact women unless they contact you first.
Right.
And there's a lot of women who are scared to contact guys.
I don't contact first. I don't contact first.
Exactly.
Nope.
So all right, wait, how is Bumble going to work for you?
I'm not on Bumble. I've never been on Bumble for that reason. Because if you're not breaking that ice, I'll stand there and I'll just be like.
See, that's what I'm
the
saying.
The other thing I noticed with Bumble when I was like, the first week I was trying, the messages that I got, people talk about men have no game and don't know how to approach.
Right.
And
Women,
don't know what to say.
my God.
Oh my God, yo.
Women's game is horrific on Bumble.
So bad.
It's horrific. Because women on the time on online dating sites, they say, don't message me if you just say hi. So come up with something creative.
Right.
But on Bumble, they all say hi.
The same thing.
They say hello. They don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying?
I say hello. What are you supposed to do? Open for it with a joke? I've opened with a joke and it scares people off.
Right?
What am I supposed? And usually, hi, or they're like, I'm 6'4" in heels. I don't have my height posted. I figured you'd eye it and assume I'm 5'3".
It's crazy out there, man. It's hard out here for a lot of people, man.
I want y'all to keep talking because I'm gonna try to find.
It's
some
hard
of my
out here.
Bumble messages.
See, in the chat room on Facebook, April Dawn on my Facebook feed says, every time I listen to you, I lose brain cells. I don't know if she's talking to me or you or I don't know.
I would hope it's not me.
What was the name?
April Dawn. That's the person's name that's saying this shit.
I don't think I know if she was listening to me multiple times.
But the dating stuff, man, it's a lot of hard work, people. That's the thing people got to understand. If you want results, you got to work hard, period.
Yeah, but like Tinder also, like some women have luck at Target. I have luck at Tinder. I'm just saying I've not had the Tinder horror story experiences that many I know have had. I've met quality people that have been guests on our show that I'm friends with still and do business with. So like, is it just that I screen and filter the bullshit better than the average person?
Well, some people, some people attract bullshit a lot in their lives. Like if it's once in a blue, if you're all the time attracting a certain type of person, you got to look at what the fuck you're doing. You got to look at yourself. No, it's true.
I mean, I agree with you. I won't put up with bullshit. No. I will throw you out. It's like a deer. It does not take a lot to scare me off.
Right.
Okay. Seriously.
So
no way.
What would be some tips to kind of like help people to use and navigate these type apps?
To tips to like, with the online dating stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, what people got to understand is
let's first go with the approach, guys and women. Like, how should if the woman is on Bumble, what should she be doing? And then guys.
All right, so let's start with the ladies. Okay, so for women, first of all, it's all about your pictures. It's all about pictures for everybody, men and women. But women got to understand this. You have to be. I mean, you don't have to, but this will get you more attention and more guys talking to you, which will in turn give you more options, right? You have to look more slutty on your pictures, okay?
You can do that, though, and still look expensive. I look slutty and expensive.
Right, and that's
you
good,
don't have to look like a cheap whore.
Right, you don't got to look like a cheap whore,
but
but
your
LinkedIn profile.
Right.
You can dress a little
right, exactly. Don't put a picture of you with your work clothes on.
Tweed blazer.
With your suit on, you know what I mean? That's the thing.
Hell no.
That's one, right?
Okay.
And two is that women need to stop with the no hookups nonsense. I don't hook up. I'm not looking for casual sex.
No hookups.
We don't care if you're not looking for a hookup. We're looking for a hookup. You understand?
I know, but I'm going to ask you so many fucking questions. Hitting this once ain't going to be worth it,
right, but
son.
this is what I'm saying, though.
I will annoy you away.
Like I always say, saying no hookups on an online dating site is like saying no dancing in a club. It just don't make sense.
No dancing.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, why are we there? So the thing is, and this is what I would tell women, don't say what you don't want. Say what you do want. So instead of saying no hookups, say, hey, looking for a guy that I can go out and have a good time with. Go out to, get a drink.
I want a French genius full of money. Full of money.
That's better.
I like them. I mean, it doesn't actually say that verbatim, but maybe it should.
How many French geniuses are there?
Oh, I don't mean, I found myself such a nice pile. I don't know.
And the thing is, it's better to say that than to say no hookups. You know what I'm saying? When you say no, whatever, no, after you say no, this, it's like you're looking negative. You feel what I'm saying?
So that April doesn't lose another brain cell. I think what you're trying to say is
we're not trying to kill you.
Is
April.
don't put the negative of what you don't want.
Right.
But be specific on what you are looking for.
Exactly. Is that simple? And for the guy, I tell you guys with the online shit, you got to work on the pictures. Make sure you have at least one picture that looks crisp and professional, almost like a headshot for an actor. You know when you see actors' headshots, it got to look that good. You feel what I'm saying?
So at least find your boy with a DLSR.
Exactly. Get you a professional, photographer. Shout out to my dude Pavion. Go to pavionphoto.com. Shameless plug. If you need some good photography. Now that's one. Two, and this is the mistake a lot of dudes make. You have to send copy and paste messages to all of the women for your first message. Don't send a regular, I took time and thought this out message on any site. That's a waste of time.
How come?
How come what?
Why can't they, if someone gives me a generic message, especially there's nothing more unsexy to me than someone under 28 that's trying to fuck me that doesn't have any money.
Right, but this
is the grossest thing.
No, this is what I'm saying.
I've ever seen. I fucking hate it. And I've actually been a lady and put in my dating profile, listen, need not apply south of 28. You ain't been alive on the planet long enough to hit this. And I know you're not rich enough at 28.
But see, all I'm saying though is this: you gotta put the copy and paste message in there first, because what it happens is that online, let's say if you're on OkCupid or something, right? If I send 100 messages to women, right, I might get 10 responses. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm only getting 10% of what I put out. So it's gonna be a waste of time for me to. You understand what I'm saying?
You're basically doing the 20% of increase comes from 20.
Right.
80% of increase comes from 20% of the effort.
Exactly.
So you're saying make sure you put that effort lower on sending messages and just send a lot of the same messages.
Exactly. Send a lot of the same shit. But what you want to do is the message you send doesn't sound like a copy and paste message. You understand what I'm saying?
So don't put hey,
hey, what's up, girl?
324 and then copy and paste
and then send it to somebody else.
Girl,
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. It got to be a copy and paste message, because you're going to waste so much time. Now, when you get those 10 replies back, then you can do regular messages.
So give us an example, because I like how you said that, because I'm going to date myself. But Planet era, I definitely was copy and pasting.
Oh yeah, you got to.
My game wasn't tight at the time. I didn't have life experience to really draw a conversation from. So I had to just be like, yo, I'm such and such. You look dope. And copy, paste.
Right.
That was it.
So I'll give you an example of a copy. So I'll give you the one. No, I'm not gonna give the one I use all the time.
Don't give them give them a template.
I'm gonna give you a one that I used to use a lot. So I would write you period, me period, drinks period. Let's make this happen. Right. That's all I would say. Okay. Copy and paste that to every woman. Now, if you want to get a little more advanced, what you do is you can say that same thing, and then you say, I noticed in your profile and ... and the ... is what you change so that it doesn't look like a copy and paste message. So let's say if you see a chick that has a profile and she talks about liking some type of music, and then you can say that, copy and paste that same message, and at the end of it say, I noticed in your profile you said you like, Aerosmith or whatever. What's that about? So it seems like you're giving her something natural.
Profiles, right?
You understand?
You got to read the goddamn profiles. Read them. Read them. If you get laid and she hounds you, and you could have prevented this from reading a profile, you deserve it. I hope you're full of illegitimate children.
Read the profiles.
Read the children.
Characters on some of these things. It's not even that hard to read.
These stupid men who don't even read one word.
I think I got a copy and paste message.
Most guys don't read profiles.
Well,
and I'm noticing women are starting not to read.
I don't feel bad for them.
Because it's all about the pictures,
right?
A human being based on pictures, you deserve every ounce of failure, pain, bullshit and stupid.
Really
Why are you so mean?
No, I'm so mean because these people are so dumb, and they come to me in 5 years. Oh, I'm so alone. I've made so many bad choices and waste so much money on men who don't love
Ain't nobody reading no profiles.
Girl,
How
don't do it. Read the profile and have some fucking standards, ladies. Seriously.
From their profile.
Very
You
well.
can't, and that's the thing. That's the thing.
No one like saw this picture.
But
Saw this profile.
wait, let me tell you something for the
Simply
ladies.
untrue,
Let me tell you something for the ladies, and even some guys, which is a fucking waste of time. People who are on online dating sites who will say some shit like, "Hey, let's talk on here more so we can get to know each other more on here." You can't get to know someone really unless you are in front of them talking to them, because 90-something% of communication is nonverbal. You understand what I'm saying? So I need to be in front of you talking to you in order to really get to know you and for you to really get to know me. So all of that, like, wasting time is like,
It's not a waste of time, though.
Waste of time.
It's not a waste of time to write a little. Yes, you are. A few facts about themselves, seriously.
Everybody got the same facts.
No, they don't. Hell no.
It's the same stuff.
Shay Follett, I can promise you, most of the gentlemen
All right, give us
I'm
what your
saying,
profile say.
the dudes that I date, you guys wish you had these
What does your
problems. They are
profile
so
say?
nice.
But you know what it is, too,
Regular
man?
Stop
problems.
talking to the. What does your?
He's like,
profile
talk to
What
me.
does my profile say?
Yes.
I'm busy. It lets you know right away I'm busy. I've got shit going on. And I'm looking for a life partner.
Okay.
I've been enthused.
So that to me sounds
I've
like
already
I
been
already put you in a
entertained.
box.
Wait,
You
hold
know?
on.
I've already. I'm 30, almost 33 years old.
You said
I've
you're
already
looking.
been
You said you're looking for a
entertained.
life partner.
I'm looking to get married.
But what
Straight
I'm
up.
saying is that same thing is
You're
copy and
married.
paste
No, and I see.
to a certain type of woman. That's that.
Right.
That's that core hustle profile. Like
I'm
that's
saying,
that.
like, if you're not a man about his shit, his money, his business,
Yeah.
gonna function
What I'm
very
telling you-
well over here.
What I'm telling
not
you
gonna
is
have a good
across
time.
the board, there's like certain types of profiles, and they're the same thing each time.
Well, then I feel sorry for anyone trying to hit this for free. That's really I'm so that is like.
You gotta know what site you're on though too, because you're saying you're looking for a long-term thing, and if you're on Tinder, it's not like you can't not find that, but most likely, right? Go to eHarmony, go to Match.
I'm on those sites too, though. But
Right.
I'm saying, like, I have not had the Tinder experiences that other women have had because I don't allow it. I'm not a fucking magician. I don't allow it. The answer is no. My standards are every day. They're stable. They're consistent. I say no all day because your stupid ass is not sexy to me unless you're meeting this, and this. Sorry. I don't need to dump my time. I could be doing this. I could be on stage. I could be taking my children to God knows what. I've got shit to do. I don't need to be entertained with the youth of this city.
And see, this
Jesus
is why
Christ.
it's hard for guys on online dating sites. You understand? Because for women, you got to understand something. Women are looking for one man to be her everything. Guys are looking for multiple women to give them one thing, generally. You understand what I'm saying?
The men who hire me are smarter than the men that try to sleep with me because the men who hire me, they don't want to hit this because it's about their money.
Oh, no, they want to hit it too. They want to hit it too.
Oh, I'm saying, but they'll go home to their wives and they'll fantasize and be just fine because at the end of the day, this is their paycheck. They're not going to mess with this. And like when I started really sticking to what I want and I'm not deviating outside of this box ever, never, not once. I don't have the bullshit and problems that other women have. Simply don't.
Right. Well,
Am I crying about a dude? How often am I crying about being in love over a dude?
I really feel like it's a lot, and then I feel like it's the same person a lot of times.
Exactly. I'm saying there's been one person in a year that I've had to think for. Beyond that gentleman, who has it been? Nobody. It's been no one.
Well,
It's
that's
been no
good
one.
that you're not crying over dudes. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is this, man. People got to understand, like, when it comes to the online dating stuff, you got to go in with, like, no expectation. And you should meet people as soon as possible so that you can see if there's any sort of, thing there. Is there a spark? Do I like you? Do you like me? Do we want to even keep it going? And it's like, it's good to understand what you want. But what happens is that, a lot of times... This is what's stupid about it. Because if you go on an online dating site, like if I go on this dating site and I say, I just want to, on my profile, I say, I just want to fuck chicks in the ass. You understand? And come in their face. That's what I want to do, right? I'm gonna get some responses, right? But it's probably gonna be like, you know, smaller than I expect. You understand what I'm saying? Generally, because even though those chicks want to get fucked in the ass,
Oh, Lord.
they're you know, the way that they're looking at it, they're like, oh, I don't know about this, even though they really want to do it. You understand what I'm saying?
So it's gonna nervous, right? Be so forward.
That's what I'm saying. So being forward works, but it works better like in person. Like if I met you at a party and I said, hey, I was speaking in your ear and I say, yo, I want to fuck you in the ass. We probably be in the bathroom fucking you in the ass. Right now, online, women are extra picky. You understand? They're extremely picky. It's ridiculous. You understand what I'm saying?
It's
not you.
You
don't want to be on the 6 o'clock news. You don't understand.
That's another thing, yo. People always
don't want to be on the news for something horrible.
Look, all the crazy people are the same crazy people that's everywhere. I think people get this thing where, oh, I'm gonna meet some crazy person on. Guys need to start saying. Guys need to start saying no single moms because, you know, it's. See, this is you can't correlate no hookups with no single moms. You understand?
I'm just saying the tip was negative and don't say the no first. Just say specifically what you want.
Right.
So why would dudes come with no single moms on their profile when basically you just won't swipe?
Business dating a single mom.
But here's what I do. Like
I see what you're saying.
I'm talking about the profile.
You're saying that since you shouldn't put anything negative on there. So you're right. You should don't say no single mom. Say,
but be honest in who, because I know I don't really date women with kids because I'm not a responsible person.
Be like,
so I'm doing that for your family, right? I'm doing that for you. You don't want me.
No. You're being real, but this is what you.
I'm not the person to call on, right? Let me finish. I'm not the person to call on. So what I do is I don't have to say no single moms, but I've never swiped right on.
Just to be like, yo, I'm looking for a woman who has no experience with being pregnant. No experience. Just she doesn't understand that. She's never been there.
She's never been there.
But yeah, a lot of dudes, you know. I noticed that there's a lot of guys that don't like it, but there's also a lot of guys who don't care. Yeah, so that's why you still got to find the person who, you know,
but you should be able to tell that up front, like any girl that you see, file or not,
right?
And you can't tell if they're a mom, they're a horrible mom.
You can't tell because
they
hide
your kids offline.
But this is the thing, though.
Your kids don't belong.
I'm not saying you got to have the pictures and stuff like that, but you're able to tell.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to tell because moms move differently.
We move. Let's hear this. How do we
move differently? They're like not on Facebook at 3 o'clock when school buses are going. There's like little things. If you just pay attention, you can tell when there's a person who got a responsibility.
Right. But this is the thing, though. It's like we can't equate certain things to certain things. Like, you know, there's certain things that should be said up front, and then there's certain things that doesn't really need to be said. Like, if you got kids, I feel like that needs to be said. If you, like, I don't know, let's say you got some fucking, I don't know, let's say you got Tourette syndrome or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain things need to be known
out the blue
before we meet.
No, okay, first of all, though, here's a huge problem that we have to take into consideration because while I hear from a fairness perspective, yeah, we should definitely make it known you have children. There should be however, there has been, on the other side of this, and one of the reasons why I think it's so important to do this show is because of the amount of catastrophes and horror stories coming out of single-parent households are not few and far between. Women, I hate God. Women are bit by the desperate bug much harder than men, and women will sacrifice much more that's of extreme importance. And ladies, I'm talking statistics. I'm not talking about you. And if you don't do shit like this, then shut up. Because if you don't do it, I'm not talking about you, and shut up. My point is, we've had too many women targeted by pedophiles. If you're desperate, if you're bringing a man home, I'm saying
targeted by pedophiles?
You need to keep to touch up their kids because they're like, this stupid bitch has her shit online talking about her kids. That's your life. I don't care if you never get laid because you're busy taking care of your children. You understand? You need another shoulder to cry on. Mine is a little too important for that garbage. I'm saying your kids need to be a boundary factored in the crux of all of this. It's not only what's right to attract the right man, it's what's going to repel the wrong man too. You have to take into consideration. You have more responsibility than your own goddamn happiness when you're dating with children. Your happiness, a lot of us, your life partner, things are not always happy all of the time. I'm saying you have to take these things a step further.
See, this
there
is
needs
why
to be responsibility because women are stupiding themselves to death, and guess what? Their kids are getting their bullets, not just them.
And see, this is why I don't want any kids, because kids ruin your happiness, people. Just remember that. Kids will ruin your happiness.
It's like if you're not in a place, if you've got kids and you don't have standards, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it when you're ugly, when you're full of stretch marks,
so
you look a mess.
Should throw morals and principles out.
No, single women single mothers need to pull their heads all the way out their ass and realize that your happiness is like last in this equation.
Shit.
No, if you're dating forever, you want a man to be your child's stepfather for real, then you're a fool not to listen to me. You're a fool not to listen to me. I'm right. My life reflects that. You can argue with me. I'd like to see what goes on the inside of your house.
So
straight up, girlfriend.
So, the single moms out there, man, I mean, it's tough. It's tough.
I'm done with the stupid. Sorry.
It's tough. It's tough. You know what I mean? It's a tough thing but I think it's certain things, like we were saying earlier, certain things that need to be said. Like, for example, like I got a wife, right? So, and I'm in an open relationship. So I say that up front. You understand? Because there's going to be women that are probably going to be on some shit like, oh, I don't know about that, and it's going to be an issue. So I can't just go on a date, which is you assuming I'm single, and and then you think, you know what I mean? So then I have to let that be known up front. Like, there's certain things that need to be known up front. Saying you don't do hookups doesn't need to be known, because most of the time you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, because the point of you, like, you don't know if you want to hook up with the guy or not until it actually is right. Exactly, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So saying that is just a waste of time.
Okay, so to switch gears on it, and I think personally I'm going through this transition where how did you go from a bad boy in a dating game to then just being to having that married life? Like I'm in that, I'm about to be 30 something, and I'm like, I think I want to actually be married at some point in my life.
Don't do it.
Like, that's never crossed my mind until recently. So when that
we're rubbing off,
right? So now I'm finally thinking about this, and I've changed my approach to date. So while I was wildly successful in my 20s and didn't care about marriage, every girl I was approaching wanted to be in a relationship. Right. Now that I'm looking for the relationship, I'm not as successful.
Right.
How is that?
Like it's all flipped around?
Yeah, like how did that even occur? When I thought women wanted the relationship.
Right. Well, some women actually don't want relationships at certain times. You know what I mean? Like some women just want to hang out, hook up, do have fun, do their thing. Some women just came out of a relationship, so they're not really trying to, situation right now. You know what I'm saying? And so the thing is that, again, you just got to be at the right place at the right time meeting that woman, if that's what you want to do. Like, if you really want that to happen, you got to find a woman who's at the same place. If she's not at the same place, it ain't gonna happen. That's all. That's all relationships are, as far as the long term and people getting along and making things happen. You're just finding like-minded people. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's the timing. You know what I'm saying? It's like at certain times, you're gonna be at a certain stage, the other person's gonna be at a certain stage, and if y'all find each other at that right time, it's gonna happen. Other than that, it ain't gonna happen. But what I would tell you is, don't get married, bro. I'm telling you. Now the reason why I'm saying that, and people, because he was like, well, you're married. See, I always tell people, most people are not equipped to be married. Okay. You feel what I'm saying? Most people don't have what it takes to make a marriage work. Like, you ever see people that they have a fucked up relationship and they still get married? Mm-hmm. And then they end up.
They think the marriage is
going. They think it's going to fix it, right?
To be fair, though, do you think that your wife seems? While I've never met her, I'm saying your wife has no illusions about you, correct?
No, of course. She knows.
I'm saying, so your wife has taken you for the man that she's met.
Right.
You've not misled her. You have not lied to this woman. You've not broken any promises with her.
Right.
She knows what you're doing with, she's aware of what you're up to.
Right.
And there's mutual respect. You guys get along otherwise. You get what I mean?
Right, right.
That needs to be the foundation, regardless if you're embracing monogamy or
of course,
not.
Yeah, that has
you
to be
need to be opening the door. The bottom line is we have too many people walking into lifelong commitments that are expensive, marriage, having parties, weddings, and all sorts of shit, breeding like wild animals.
Breeding
Stop
like
it.
wild animals.
He's done with the weddings. I'm done with the babies. I'm done with the babies.
No kids, no weddings.
If you don't
No
invite me
kids.
to a wedding, you better not invite me to
No,
a baby
no, no
shower. I'm
kids,
done.
no weddings, no marriage.
Do with this world? Are you trying to
No, I'm
completely
sick and tired.
break up the fabric?
I'm sick and tired of just laying babies like you're pooing out babies. I'm sick of it.
You know what it is? Is that
I'm done with
because
the
you got to
babies.
ask yourself, like, why are there so many people who get married and they get divorced? You know what I mean? Or why is it there's so many people who get into monogamous relationships and then they cheat? At some point, you got to say,
they lie.
No. But this is what I'm saying.
They're lying. They're not honest about who they are, what they are, what they want walking in the door.
That's what I was about to say. And that's the thing is like, you got to ask, there got to be something wrong going on because this is happening too much. You feel what I'm saying? There should not be. It shouldn't be people getting married.
We still have jobs.
Right.
If we're wrong, what the hell? Why are we here? You know what I'm saying?
So the thing is this: is that at the end of the day, right? It's like if you want to get married, you got to be that person who actually knows how to deal with that. You understand what I'm saying? Like you got to be. This is why, like me, I'm like I didn't have any kids. I mean, technically, because I don't really like kids like that, but I'm just saying.
I don't have any kids, but technically I left them.
No, but right. No, but what I'm saying is I'm not ready. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Like, I know this about myself. Right now, if it happened, then maybe I got to just figure out and do what I got to do and just deal with it. You understand what I'm saying? But I made sure that I was careful enough to not put myself in a situation that I know I'm not ready for. Most people, they're just jumping into a relationship, jumping into a marriage because they want to cure their loneliness or some shit like that.
That's something that I hear now.
Right.
Especially, I'm one of the few of my friends that don't have kids. So when we talk about it, I hear this phrase, "Oh man, don't worry about it. When you have one, it'll change your life, and then you'll be like a good father." That's what they always say. And I'm like, why would I want something to randomly just change? Right.
No. The reason I don't support all the babies is because of the fact that we have too many people who don't know how to care for them emotionally. They get caught up in the emotional nostalgia, but when it comes to the physical care of the human being that's a child, you're not being pro-life by pooping out a baby. Absolutely not. That's not right to tell you that. Wow. Hopefully that's correct. We hope. We hope.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if that's what you want, cool. I feel like we have just too many people on the planet, and maybe we should stop. Like, I think it's just a little bit too many people.
Thank you.
But other than that, I have no issues with.
You know what it is too? People got to stop romanticizing
children.
Yes, children, relationships, dating, sex. Yo, if you stop romanticizing the shit, then it will be a little bit easier to deal with things. Like, stop romanticizing marriage. Stop romanticizing long-term relationships. You know what a marriage and a long-term relationship is? It's work. That's what it is. It's fucking work.
Job.
It's a job.
Job A
Exactly. It's a job. Like, you know what I mean? And so there's so much romanticism in the shit.
Not just about being in love. Sorry.
And even like with the hooking up thing, it's like, okay, I'm a man, you're a woman. I got a penis, you got a vagina. Why are we not hooking up? Why would you say no hookups? That makes no sense. You understand? Like, this is what we should be hooking up. That's the point. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing then? It's like,
Is it protecting an emotion? Is it protecting?
Oh yeah, it's protecting their emotions, right, and all that other shit. But again, that's still conditioning though, because the especially with women, women, they get emotional because you fuck a girl and then the biological shit with oxytocin and all that other craziness and the bonding hormones, and now she wants to be around you. We understand all that, but the thing is that, you know, at the end of the day, you understand, we're all adults, we're all grown-ups, we're all this, we're all that. You know, you should be able to, because this is the thing, what woman has died or has gotten extremely sick or fucked up because a man stopped seeing her after they fucked? Right. What, you understand what I'm saying? What happened?
Too many.
What, are they dead? Are they?
No, I'm saying too many women will kamikaze pilot their own lives because some dude doesn't like them, and I'm fucking sick of it.
The same thing with around that, I've seen a lot of women like the guy because they want to say like, all right, if I have sex too early, then I'm not gonna get the relationship.
Right, which is bullshit.
You know exactly. Like that one.
That's not true.
It's
not. For sure.
Right.
No.
If you have great chemistry, do not do anything to fuck up that chemistry just because
the sex will
some
build
type
to
of
that
rule.
chemistry. Sex does not mean, I feel like, what it used to mean. It does not. It's not the glue that solidifies the relationship. It's not. It hasn't been that in years. And if you have emotional principles, religious principles about it, that's a separate issue. You need to date in that pool.
Right.
But if I had a girl who's 37 years old, and I had to say to her, "You are beautiful. You're such a prude. You're gonna die childless, and it will be your own fault. I love you, but I'm not some man that you want to fuck you till 120 and support you.
120.
I'm saying you can pick up the phone and call me whenever, but I'm not paying your bills or helping you take care of no children." Wow. Seriously.
Wow.
You need to be real. If you're not, I'm sorry. She's 37. No guy's going to hang out and wait for you to just decide to put out.
See?
At 37?
I feel like at that point we need to move. We only got a couple minutes left in the show. So, Mr. Locario, thank you so much for being
I appreciate it, bro.
Seriously.
Tell where people can find you, what you got going on.
Yeah, so you guys can hit me up on MrLocario.com. I got a show coming up this Saturday, March 25th, and it's called the Bad Boy Seminar. So if all you guys want to step up your game, make sure you go to MrLocario.com. That's MrLocario.com to get tickets. Also go to my other site, badboymembership.com, because you can join my membership program, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. And for the ladies, go to hewantsyou.com so you can get your free audio programs.
All right.
Yeah.
Yael, what's going on in the Queen's life?
Selling buildings.
Okay.
In this show and the children. That's all. Follow me on all of the appropriate places. Instagram,
What's your
Twitter.
Instagram?
Yael Meisels. It's very original. My name. Facebook.
How you spell it?
YAELMEISELS.
Nice. Nice.
I got some shows coming up. New Rochelle, like April 1st, which is my birthday weekend. So I'm gearing up for that. All my information's on my website, KeenanWeaver.com, KenanWeaver. And Twitter, Instagram is KeenanKilledIt.com. That's it.
That's what's up.
Hey, everybody, thank you for listening. It's the KY Radio Show. Same time next week.
Click the link below or go to MrLocario.com to get tickets for the Bad Boy Seminar, which is on March 25th, 2017. Space is limited, so get your tickets today. Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below to send me a question. If you have a question on dating and relationships, I'll make a video about it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which teaches you 7 easy-to-follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And 3, I want you to click the link under that one to go to Bad Boy Membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.